What's up and good morning, everybody? Welcome to the early pre-live. Pre-live? That doesn't make any sense. It's live. See if these things work. No way of knowing. Forget it. All right. So, I just decided to jump over here. We were over chatting prior to the video starting, which is in about another 6 minutes. So I thought might as well go live again. Just do it like the old days, right? It's dark and cold and it seems like fun and I'm all alone. Just kidding. All right. Morning, A. How you doing? So, had some fun making this video. Took advantage of having that hillside being completely destroyed. You're going to see some fun shots of how the lawn looks these days, which, whew, man, considering everything that thing has been through and the condition that it was in and to where it is now is cathartic is the best way to put it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. So, anyhow, hard not to take advantage of this whole dig and looking down underground and seeing what's happening up there. And also, just to give you kind of an idea of what's going to be going on as well, there are soil samples sent off from both the native area where I pull topsoil from and down in my lawn as well, not just for nutrient content, but also for soil life. And those actually aren't going to come back for at least another 3 weeks is what they were telling me. So I don't get to hear about those soil life studies, that's fine, but taking a little longer than I expected. So if anybody was ever interested in doing any of those types of soil test, Ward Laboratories in Kearney, Nebraska does an awful lot of soil life testing beyond just nutrient loads. So if you wanted to get into it a little bit deeper and actually see organisms and fungi and the whole thing, you can get in and do it that way. If you were doing major panel testing, that can actually cost you quite a bit, but their general soil life test is like $80 or something like that. So that is something that you can do. Good morning, Ben. How are you? So I guess that's if you decide to go a little bit deeper into everything. Once those are done, I actually do have something special planned for that video, and I'm not going to let everybody know about what that is yet, but it's still 3 or 4 weeks out, so you guys are just going to have to wait. In the meantime, around here, temps went crazy cold. Yesterday's low was somewhere around 10. We hit about 43 yesterday, and we'll still get a little bit of warm-ups coming up here, but it's done. It is absolutely done over here. So, seems like there was something else that I wanted to mention to you guys. Now I can't think of what it was. I don't know. I guess that's really it. So, yeah, we're gonna be digging in out there. Matt, that you're gonna actually see couple things interesting and maybe even a little bit funny in this particular video about the rock. So, yes, you can absolutely grow healthy turf on top of rock. Like I've mentioned before, when I built that back end up, I pulled native soil down to kind of cover everything up, but that rock is right there. It is ever present. It's pretty bad. So again, I think, I mentioned it before in a previous video, up on the higher side of the hill, which is completely and totally destroyed where the grass was, that would always fade out, that always had the hardest time. The rock was solid, and when I say solid, that one took that 2-ton jackhammer to get that rock to break up. And now something else you guys don't really know about, because I didn't actually feed this into a video. We snapped the bit on that hammer trying to get down to dig the utility lines back there. So 6-inch thick steel bit, 36 inches long, was not a cheap fix on that thing, unfortunately. But man, it got so hot from hammering that rock, and it just snapped. So, Josh, actually, you bring up something very kind of a good point here as well. I was thinking next year, and this is something probably we'll get into as we get into spring, that I'm probably going to be doing a bit of a hybridized mix up on my own lawn and utilizing a little bit more rye. I was just a mono stand of bluegrass, and now I kind of feel like I'm going to blend it out a little bit next year. So at least that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Seeing a little bit of rye when I did those little seed tests up in the back, and how it ended up at the end, just kind of blending through. I just think it was a much better overall look to the turf. Jeff, you are one funny guy. Hey, welcome this morning. I know you don't drink coffee. I'm sure you have a nice Diet Coke in your hand right now. Let's see here. We're coming up on the 80s theme song. Looks like we got 2 minutes. So if anybody else has any other questions they want to throw out, feel free. We got a couple minutes before the 80s countdown ends. Morning, Rashawn. How you doing? So let's see here. I'm going back and forth between two screens. 90-10. 90-10 I think is a good mix. I'm actually thinking of going a little bit heavier. I'm considering doing something closer to like that. Mark, I didn't give away anything super exciting about this video coming up. Alright, since my phone is making noise and the other one is making noise, I can't seem to shut that off. I'm probably going to go down. Anyways, so this is you guys RPR 2 months ago. Nice color thickness. Yeah.